what is it that we want the schemes and the estates to do? Number one, we expect the estates or the schemes to ensure that they have adequate provision for the rules of behavior and the code of conduct of their residents. Those rules, number two, must comply with the good practice directives that we issue from time to time, and therefore they must be measured against what Csos issues as directives of good governance in relation to the scheme rules. To this end, we review the scheme rules from time to time, and we issue certification to that effect, so that the schemes know that they are aligned to the best practices with regards to the governance documentation. The third thing, the schemes are supposed to ensure that in managing the affairs of the schemes and the estates, they are in fact in compliance with the scheme rules that have been certified to be appropriate by us. Not only that, to ensure that there is continuous peace amongst those that live and patronize these particular estates. Number four, we expect the schemes to comply with those particular directives. Not only comply, but also submit their annual returns to Csos for purposes of ensuring that they are still in touch and they are kept in check with their obligations in relation to this aspect. The annual returns are due 4 months immediately after the end of the financial year, and that simply means that every scheme is required by law to comply with this. There is an overarching obligation, of course, to those schemes that have not registered with Csos. Our message is clear. To the extent that you are not registered with Csos, that remains a violation of the law, because the law obligates all the schemes to in fact register with Csos. And part of this is to ensure that every scheme is accounted for. We currently have about 33,000 schemes on our books. When we look into the deeds registry, it is indicating that there is about 77,000 schemes in South Africa. And that simply indicates that we have more than half of the estates or the schemes that are still not registered with the Csos. We urge and implore you to ensure that you bring yourselves into compliance with the legal provisions before the law catches up with you. We're still kind and extending the kind and peaceful invitation at this stage. However, we urge that this becomes your paramount business to ensure that your scheme is in compliance. One of the aspects that we expect should be pursued in this regard is that the schemes must not only provide their documentation, but ensure that it is aligned to the governance practice that we issue as Csos.
Thank you for watching our videos. We would like to engage more with you through our social media platforms. Please visit our website on www.csos.org.za.